Good day to you folks, and welcome to another episode of That Ninja Show. Shinobi One here, and tonight we are continuing our retrospect on the Master. We are going deep diving into High Rollers, episode 5. Was a little bit under the weather, still a little bit under the weather, which is why I'm not wearing my traditional Shinobi One uniform. The mask right now, covering my face. I don't want to cough into the mask. I've been having a little bit of a cold, a little bit of fever, but I'm here right now, doing okay. Decided to play a little bit of guitar and kind of monkey around with things. So, but yeah, finally getting this great episode out of episode 5 from the Master, High Rollers. So let's get it started. Let's watch it go.
John Peter McAllister, the only Occidental American ever to achieve the martial arts discipline of a ninja. Once part of a secret sect, he wanted to leave, but was marked for death by his fellow ninjas. He's searching for a daughter he didn't know he had. Pursued by Okasa, once the Master's student, now sworn to kill him. The Master found a new student. That's me, Max Keller. But we knew Okasa would be behind us, in the shadows, ready to strike again. Hi, I'm Max Keller. You'll have to excuse me. I'm about to jump off a mountain. Are you sure about this?
I'm sure.
I could just take your word for it.
A ninja must be able to descend any structure with great speed before his enemy can throw a shuriken.
Of course.
Now time you.
That was pretty fast. Hey, what'd you think, old fella? Where'd he go?
Behind you. Expect the unexpected.
Your descent was pretty fast. You'll go faster. When you have to.
Forget about the lessons. We're talking Vegas. I know a showgirl there. Tracy. You're gonna love it. Hey, what's that guy doing? He's coming up too fast.
Learn to drive!
What's wrong with that guy? You all right? You okay, Henry? Great. Can't get it started. That moron could have killed us.
Sticker on the trunk. He works at the Grand Palace Casino.
Good. That'll make it easier to find him, because he's gonna pay for the damage. Every cent.
One day I'll control that boy's temper. Maybe.
So just a heads up, while I wrote this retrospect, I was under the weather, so I'm a bit. When I get sick, my OCD about continuity goes through the roof. So there's little things that I picked apart on this episode. I wasn't ticked at the episode or being a copper-headed ninny-moggins or whatever the hell. But I wasn't feeling well. But all these things tend to just pop up on my radar and just kind of bother me. So I bring up a couple of things that you're like, dude, all right, give it a rest. So you may get a little bit of annoyed with me. If you do, I apologize in advance. But so we start off the episode with McAllister teaching Keller how to rappel down a mountain fast rope, or well, not really fast rope, but fast rappel down. I guess it's another mystic ninja technique that needs to be taught, and so that way you can outrun a shuriken being thrown at you. Then, of course, after that, they're talking about R&R, going to Vegas, kind of letting loose, and even though Max and McAllister are trying to just enjoy things together and have some fun, you got that crazy whack job that cuts them off on the road. Back in the day, I mean, road rage ninja style, that might have not been good for that dude if he wasn't too careful. So, but, you can tell that McAllister does care about Max, and then he wants to, see things get better for him. Also to be able to kind of control his anger and take him in as a surrogate son. I'm telling you folks, I'm still kind of under the weather, so brain's a little bit on the sketchy side. Anyway, continuing on.
Good job.
Okay.
When did you know her?
It was after that mercenary job we did in Bolivia. I went up to San Francisco for a few days. And she was dancing in a show, some modern jazz thing. Really blew me away.
What happened?
Doesn't matter. What matters is I never thought I'd see her again. And here I am in Vegas, playing a little blackjack with Greg. And there she is. That's when the thing came together in my mind.
Only the lady won't cooperate.
She'll do anything I ask.
Yeah? You better find another way of asking.
Let's go.
Good. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be really great. Take 15, and we'll run the finale with the girls when you get back.
Right. See ya.
I don't know if I can fit into
Well,
mine.
I think so. Hi, Tracy.
Tracy, we need to talk.
Blake, get away from me.
Hey, we're running out of time. We need that key, and you're the only one that can get it for us.
I told you. I don't want any part of this or you. Find somebody else.
No, there isn't anyone else. Never was.
I never wanted to see you again.
Well, I knew where to find you. Always. You know too much now, Tracy.
I won't do it.
Look, you're not listening to me.
Try listening to this. Leave her alone.
Max!
Take a hike, pal. This doesn't concern you.
If you want to talk, I'm sure you could do it without breaking the lady's arm. She's a good listener.
I said get lost.
And I said let her go. Now. Oh, oh, oh. Hey! What's the problem here?
Hey, no problem. Just a misunderstanding. A wager that went the wrong way. Right?
Yeah, right.
No sweat, officer.
Come on, Tracy.
So, if you tuned in previously, we had an amazing interview with Lucinda, star of Ninja 3, The Domination, and Break-Ins 1 and 2. Lucinda, truly, it was an honor and a pleasure spending time with you. But of course, everybody's got Lucinda on their minds lately. And so my brother from another mother, Eddie, the Machete, he brought up something kind of interesting. Sort of like a what if. You know, what if Lucinda Dickey would have been chosen for this part of Tracy? She's got the dance experience. I think it would have been good in a sense that, yeah, Lucinda's an amazing dancer. I mean, she's got the skill set. And it would have had some relevance there, or kind of like a cameo, so to speak, since she started Ninja 3. But I think on the other side of it, I think that Tracy's character is an older character than what Lucinda's age would have been around that time. So it may not have entirely worked, but it seems like I think it would be kind of cool to see her do a cameo, you know, in this series. But I don't know if Lucinda ever got any offered for TV or anything of that nature to be in The Master. So that's the one thing that comes to mind with this scene. The other thing is seeing Art Hindle playing the bad guy. And of course, he is known as AJ in the Octagon, which also starred the one and only Lee Van Cleef and Chuck Norris, who whispered the entire movie. Why are you whispering, Chuck? What the hell is wrong with you? And he had the echo. How does a whisper echo? Anyway. And then, of course, we have Max coming up with the one-liners to save the damsel in distress. We get to see that pattern a lot more in future episodes, where it's like it almost gets kind of, and then this is the part where I was saying where I'm sick, it gets kind of annoying, you know, because it's like there's Max, always saving the woman and damsel in distress, always coming up with the, you want to take your hands off her, pal? And then he gets his butt wiped all over the floor sometimes. But it is the 80s, and you know, while you know, it's binge-worthy TV, and it's fantasy, it's fiction, not sci-fi. Anyway, back to it.
Nice company you keep. Who is it?
Randy Blake. He's with some kind of convention at the hotel. He tried to pick me up a couple times.
Sounded like you knew him a little better than that.
No. It seems like you were always rescuing me from one problem or another. Always getting yourself in trouble.
It's a bad habit I can't seem to break.
Don't try. How long are you gonna be here?
A couple of days. How about you? What's next? Broadway?
The only chorus line I'd be in is off Broadway.
Come on, you were great in there. I thought New York was always your dream.
It was. You're right. It still is. Dad's a hoofer. Mom was in the chorus. Kid sisters in lights in London. My turn.
What happened?
From the Grand Palace Casino to West 44th Street.
Why not? Just believe you can do it. Things happen. I'm finding that out for myself lately.
You ever hear from your father?
Not for a long time.
I never really knew what happened.
Well, my mother died in a light plane crash, along with my older brother. And a case of Johnny Walker the pilot was working on.
I'm so sorry.
So was I. After that, my dad just went away.
You know where he is?
I suppose we could find each other if you wanted to.
I'm sorry, Max. I didn't mean to bring back bad memories.
You haven't. It's so good to see you.
And you, Max.
Hi, Mom. Paging Mr. Mallet. Mr. Joseph Mallet, please. Who are you?
I'm a friend of your mother's.
Obviously.
That's enough, Susie. Max, this is Susie. My 12 going on 30 daughter. Part-time bodyguard. Honey, Max and I practically grew up next door to each other.
So tell me about yourself, Max.
Well,
Traveling alone? Married? Any kids?
Wait a second. No, I'm not married, and I don't have kids. But I am traveling with someone. Very interesting guy. I think you'd like him.
Why?
Because he could do some pretty darn amazing things.
Like what?
Crawl up the side of a building.
Spider-Man?
Incredibly strong.
The Hulk.
Martial arts.
Karate? Like in Revenge of the Ninja?
Close. Can't seem to get away from it.
Far out.
Looks like a happy table. Hello, Susie.
Bug off.
Susie. She didn't mean that.
You shouldn't be mingling with the customers between rehearsals, Tracy. You know that.
I was only seeing an old
I
friend.
think it's about time you get back to work. Now. Be seeing you again, Susie.
You know some real winners.
I'm sorry, Max. I'll see you later, okay? You be good.
Nice guy.
He's got the hots for the mom. You're cute. You should have stuck around.
When?
When you and my mom were friends. It's not too late. Go for it.
Even sounds like me.
So we get to this scene. Here I am back with the So's again. Tracy asks about Max's father, and it starts creating some backstory there. What the hell happened between him and his father? Spoiler alert, we do find out later on in the series. There are some things that go down between him and his dad. But for now, you get to learn a little bit about Max's past, about what happened with his mom, and then, of course, what happened between his father and his brother and all that stuff. And then, then we get to the interaction between him and Tracy, which leads to him making out with her, as always. And then, which leads to Max meeting her daughter, who does a reference to Revenge of the Ninja. Okay. Which is funny, because later on, there is a bit of a script change there, so the whole continuity and my OCD going off, going, with that meme of Leonardo DiCaprio pointing at the TV like, what the hell? So that's kind of what I ran into later on in the episode, and you'll see it. So, yeah. On to the next thing.
Explosives. M16s.
What the? Wait. So they had Polaroids in Vietnam? Polaroid cameras? I did not know that. Again, OCD, continuity, red alert. I don't know. I need to do research on this about Polaroids being available in Vietnam. Because they're supposedly Vietnam buddies, these army guys. And meanwhile, McAllister's going through the dude's trunk. And he finds Polaroids of them. Luckily, it's just battle buddy Polaroids and not, you know. And then, of course, we get McAllister opening a trunk with one of those shuriken. As you've seen in my short about those shurikens not being able to do that to a cash box. So now we see that it can open a trunk, too, of a Mustang. I don't plan on trying that out with my neighbor's Mustang because he might shoot me. I'd rather not. So, rather stay on his good side. We're good friends. So I'd rather not cause that situation there. But, and then also there's dynamite sticks in the trunk. And he even says there's explosives. And of course he sees the M16s. And then it leads to, you know, crazy army guy chasing McAllister. And there's a little bit of that continuity issue later on in the episode. And you know, you'll see it as well. That's another thing that I wanted to point out again. Just me being an old fogey at being sick and pointing out some stuff that seems a little bit of a continuity issue to me. Anyway, also want to point out that, of course, the stunts weren't done by Lee, the running and stuff, because we pretty much talked about how both of his legs were kind of messed up, but one of his kneecaps is completely gone. So there's no way he could be doing those stunts, the running and flipping and stuff like that. But it's always good to see him acting and being that command presence that he is. Anyway, on to the next thing.
Ladies, just passing through.
I knew Vegas was gonna be exciting. Winter ain't paying the light.
Was that Nakatomi Plaza? Son of a busket. Was it? Which was also the same building used in The Last Ninja, which I've had some not so positive views about that movie and have ticked off quite a few people because of that. Sorry, you know. Anyway, but yeah, I thought that might have been Nakatomi Plaza. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. Anyway, back to it.
Count him.
Found our wild driver. Name's Craig. Tried to run me down.
You okay?
I'm okay. Split that hand. The trunk of that convertible gave me a little bit more than I bargained for. Ammo, fuses, and timers for explosives. 4 M16s.
Anything else?
Isn't that enough for you? Stay on that. Did you see Tracy?
Yeah. She's in trouble.
What kind of trouble?
I don't know. Guy named Randy Blake?
Tall? Blonde? Powerfully built?
Don't tell me. Ninjas are also clairvoyant.
Photograph in the convertible. To Craig, signed Blake. Must have been in Nam together.
Guns, ammo, and a link to Blake.
Now, what does Blake want with Tracy?
We're gonna find out.
Thanks for including me. Can't minute.
Put him on a streak.
I'm on the street. You stay lucky with the girls.
We gotta get you some action.
I'm not looking.
Oh, see you later, hon. We'll be around.
Don't ask.
So what do we do?
I'm going to try and get a look at Craig's personnel files. See if you can get into Blake's room.
How am I gonna do that without any keys?
Charm. Lots of charm.
There's that continuity issue that I talked about. Where you see McAllister, he found dynamite sticks. Now he's telling Max that he just saw like fuses and timers. So little details like that where I was like, what? You saw the dynamite sticks, bro? You even said explosives. That was my Lee Van Cleef voice, by the way. Yeah. Just me being an old fogey and kind of nitpicking about that. And then, of course, you still got the camaraderie building between the two of them. McAllister knows how to play blackjack, and he's kind of helping Max along with that. And then, of course, you got the two old ladies that McAllister bumped into early on, trying to put the moves on him. So it does add up for those fun moments there. So on to the next thing.
So would you if you'd just been shot at. Maybe not.
Who was it?
Craig. So what'd you find out?
He used to be on security here at the casino. Got fired for being drunk on the job.
Plan to the casino. Found it in Craig's room.
What are all these passageways?
Some series of underground tunnels. Baked them 4 boxes of explosives out of a suitcase.
Now, there were fuses and timers in Craig's trunk.
What does that add up to you?
Robbery. They must be crazy.
Knock over a Vegas casino? Why not? It's got style. Especially if you're a one-time crack commando unit out of Nam. We're kind of vulnerable.
Yeah, well, better than in the casino than the dark alley. Now, what do you suppose Tracy's part is in this?
Trying to force her into something. Something to do with the robbery.
Well, we better talk to her and fast.
So once again, we have McAllister and Max that we're just going to go to Vegas, have a little bit of R&R, and instead get caught up in more trouble. The heat's about to turn up, folks. Let's watch it take its course. On to the next thing.
John Peter McAllister? Hey, what's happening?
Susie. They've got Susie.
What?
Blake. He just called me. They've kidnapped her. If I don't do what they want...
What do they want you to do? Now, we know about the robbery.
It's a key. I don't know what it opens. Farland, the assistant manager, keeps it on his key ring. I'm supposed to have dinner in his penthouse and get it.
When?
Tomorrow night. It's when the robbery goes down.
Do you have any idea where Susie could be?
I'm not sure. She gave me a couple of clues. I think she's at a warehouse across town. I wrote down the address. But if you call the police...
We're not going to call the police.
Now you sit tight. We'll be back.
With Susie.
Max, I'm so sorry.
Come on. This chick couldn't act out of an open-ended box. She's all doing the fake stare off into the side there, like, I mean, like, it looks like she was trying to take a page out of the book of the Native American guy who saw the trash and was, you know, threw out the real tears, where she's throwing the fake tears the whole. I was like, are you constipated? What's wrong with you? Anyway, so you can read it in her face right at the beginning. It was like this chick was so full of it that her hair was poofy brown. And you know that she was setting up, you already knew that she was kind of setting up the guys. And Max being a sucker for the ladies again. Anyways, let's watch it go.
There was no sign of Susie. There was no sign of anyone.
Little early for Halloween, isn't it? Ease over to your partner. One move, and my buddy kills him. Search him. Real cute. Carry a lot of little tricks, don't you? None of them are going to do you any good now.
Get down. Get down!
Tragic. Two transients trapped in a warehouse, trying to find shelter from the outside world, right in the shadow of all that decadence. But these things do happen.
I'll tell you what's gonna happen, Craig. We're gonna meet again. Out of the shadows when you least expect it, I'll be there.
Yeah? Somehow, I don't think so. So long, pal.
McAllister with the "you'll see me again." And yep, he means it, buddy. If I was a drunken army dude with the bowl haircut, I'd reconsider that arrogance, buddy. The old man means business, and you're on the business end of it. Game over. Soon to be game over. Let's continue on.
Max!
What happened?
We were ambushed. Come on, let's get out of here.
I can't believe it. She set us up.
I'd say she had no choice.
Unless she is part of it. Max, you did it again. Fell for every word.
She was scared. That was real. I could feel it.
She lied about the warehouse. She could have lied about the day of the robbery.
Count on it.
Thinking what I'm thinking?
Let's get there.
So a lot played out right there. The casino robbers were successful in knocking out the power so they could get their caper going. Of course, Max was still kind of out of it, but McAllister with the hidden shuriken to get himself and Max out of that sticky situation. Tracy knocks out the assistant manager / douchebag to get the key that the robbers need. So here we go, folks. Things are turning up. On to the next thing.
Unexpected. You all right? Let's go.
Mall manager area 4 to the cashier's office, please.
Business as usual. They don't waste much time, do they?
How is she?
In shock. Casino doctor has her on sedation. She's in one of the rooms.
That's good. She'll be safe there.
Vegas tours. Here's Calico. Here's Adamo. Both ghost towns on the tourist circuit. Right here. Tracy says there's another town. One that no one else knows about. She used to take Susie there on weekends. Susie told her on the phone that she was at our ghost town.
Worth a shot.
You're calling the Marines.
Yeah, you got Susie killed, huh?
Well, we could go check it out for ourselves.
That's just what I had in mind.
I was hoping you'd say that. We got a score to settle.
No, you don't. You got one thing to accomplish. Get that young girl out of there alive. That's all.
I understand.
I think you do.
This scene to me I like because it kind of harkens into Lee being that command presence that he was in Escape from New York. Just in how he kind of lays everything down on the table there and talks to Max sternly about it. It's like, hey, you got one mission only, save the girl. So yeah, Lee Van Cleef, that is a treasure, an American treasure that, you know, of an amazing actor that that is sadly missed, you know. I still watch a lot of other movies. Escape from New York is still being one of my top favorites, and then Octagon after that when it comes to movies, and then of course for action movies, and then for westerns, they're up there. Anyway, that man is greatly missed, definitely, from this world. Got nothing but respect for that man. On to the next thing.
$2 million, right?
Right.
One of the biggest heists in Vegas history. And enough to try and kill Tracy. And me.
Get to the point.
That is the point. I mean, they're ready to kill. I don't think I am.
You don't have to. That's what I've been trying to teach you.
I don't think a shuriken is much protection against an M16.
Don't be so sure.
I'm just scared, okay?
Okay.
Is it?
Yes.
So with this scene, Max is starting to, have some reservations and actually show a little bit of fear. The mortality of things here, having put himself in the line of danger now where he's done so in the past, and how now he's trying to get a bit of a conscience, from what we can tell in the very first episode when he killed Christensen with a shuriken. So that dude's not coming back. But for him to start putting the gravity of the situation on his shoulders, where he's been shot at a few times there in Vegas when they were just there to have some fun. And, for him to show that vulnerability and to seek some support from McAllister is really, really starting to formulate here in this episode. And you can tell that he's got a little bit of reservation about what's ahead, whether if he's going to make it or not. So, on to the next thing.
What do you think about that?
Seems familiar. Ghosts of a forgotten dream. There's always a moment to back off.
Let me know if it ever comes around.
Get back next door.
I'm part of this. I'm part of you.
You were, hon. A special part. Over now. Weston, take care of them.
Move it.
Come on.
All right, kid. It's your turn.
Sit on it, creep.
The kid got away! Forget it, we haven't got time.
Well, as the saying goes, there's definitely no honor among thieves. Blake kicked his woman to the curb, and she was pretty. I liked her better than Tracy. So he's an idiot. And then Tracy's daughter using flour as a blinding agent. Yeah, I got to give the kid points on ingenuity for using surrounding elements to her advantage and to get away from those guys. So, yeah. Maybe she does have ninja skills after all, or the makings of one. Anyway, on to the next thing.
See the crowd scatter. We shot up those gas canisters.
What the hell's going on? I don't know! Spread out and find them! You mean sorry you did that, kid?
Try me. Very good. See how you like this? Hi there. Must be getting better.
Well, alrighty then. McAllister isn't one to mess with. He's pretty damn good with a snub-nosed 38 from what you can see there. And then Max is getting better. He isn't messing around here when he's in his A game. He's pretty damn good. Little fight scenes there, and of course there are things about to get a little more interesting. So yeah, I got to give it to Max. His confidence is high now. I don't know if maybe he had that drink that they had in Big Trouble in Little China, where it's like, I'm feeling pretty good. I think we got this. You know. Anyway, back to it, folks.
The little girl, Susie, they're gonna kill her.
Blake! Is that why Blake turned on you?
Yes.
She tried to help her?
Yes.
Blake! Come on.
Shayna! Get the suitcase! Throw it to me! Don't do it.
Where are you? I like it.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Something eerie about this scene. A town that doesn't exist. It's like we're in a time warp.
Seems kind of natural to me.
Does?
Heritage. Let's get out of here.
Well, what do you mean, heritage?
I always wanted to be a cowboy.
Really?
It definitely looks like Sho Kosugi did the stunts for Lee Van Cleef in this scene here. All the hand-to-hand stuff. Just in the way his stance was. And in his Q&A that he did for the Master, he spoke about how he did a lot of the stunts for Lee. If it wasn't him, then it was one of his students. But you could tell by his stance, plus, the yelling that he does, the key eyes and such, that definitely is reminiscent of Sho Kosugi. And so yeah, I'm kind of guessing it was him. And then, of course, we get to the end where we have that, that breaking of the fourth wall, where McAllister's looking off and sees the ghost town, and he's having a Lee Van Cleef angel eyes moment. So that was kind of cool. I like that little harken back to the Westerns and just having that moment there. Anyway, epilogue time's coming.
Please pick up one of the white crimson phones.
So how did you ever get mixed up with Blake?
A mistake I made about a year ago. Once I knew the man beneath the charm, it was too late. Almost. How am I ever gonna thank you, Max? Really thank you.
I'll think of something, Mom. Trust me. Boy, jumping over a helicopter. Whew, that was hot.
I'm glad you like that.
Hey, we got a present for you, Susie, for being such a brave girl.
I'm always a brave girl, even to the dentist. What is it?
Patient Green, Miss Paulette Green. Pick up one of the white crimson phones.
Does this make me a ninja?
It's a start.
When's my first lesson?
Be careful. He'll have you walking on tight ropes and running the 4-minute mile before you're 13.
Boy, returning the ninjas got nothing on you.
And you're not the only one who thinks so.
Hi there, handsome.
Looks like you got your hands full tonight, old fella.
Return of the Ninja? Is that kind of like a Star Wars reference? Where you went from Revenge of the Jedi to Return of the Jedi and Revenge of the Ninja to Return of the Ninja? Interesting. And that must be the most thinnest Shinobi Shazuku ever to fit in a box that damn skinny. I mean, that thing's thin, man. That's like the same thickness of dinner napkins that New York Ninja wore. That was falling off of his arm guards were falling, and he just looked like he was wrapped in toilet paper. Or made out of cocktail napkins or some crap. So, because, yeah, that box was really small to accommodate that ninja outfit. And I know all my ninja suits, that. But then again, I am a gordo. Got a little bit of girth here. Gutness. And, none of my ninja suits would fit in that box. So it's just me being OCD conscientious about this again, because yeah, I was taking notes when I was tired and not feeling well. So again, you know, there we have it. Episode 5's in the books, folks. And next episode, we'll probably start doing a retrospect on one of the Ninja movies. I'm kind of sitting between Ninja 3 and Revenge of the Ninja. I'm going to decide probably by this weekend. I still have a lot going on and stuff. And then, but for now, I'm also planning on a push for 1,000 subscribers. We're getting there. I'm at 400 now, as I've noticed as of today, which is kind of cool. But I know that there are thousands of people that have watched some of these episodes and they haven't liked and subscribed yet. So this is your opportunity. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, hit it with double fist. Who cares? But like and subscribe. Let's get to 1,000, because I am planning on a pretty cool giveaway for 1,000 subscribers. I think you'll like it. I probably won't start announcing it though until we get to 500, but it's gonna be something that I think people may like. So I'm working on a few things, and yeah. But for now, like, subscribe, tell your friends to join. If they want to support the channel for now, they can always buy a shirt. They don't have to, but it does help the channel. But yeah, if you know people that love ninjas as much as you do, let them know about this channel. And then, yeah, so we can go from there and, you know, let this community grow a little bit more. And perhaps I'll come up with even more cooler stuff to do in the future. Anyway, on that note, Shinobi One, signing off. Take care, folks. Thank you for your time. And enjoy your weekend. Take care.